O'Reilly. I'm an editor at Variety. Please join me in welcoming today's guests who brought the world of Loki to life. We have the show's head writer, Eric Martin. They are executive producers on Loki. Please welcome Aaron Moorhead and Justin Benson. We have a wonderful actress you've seen on series like Flowers and Peacock. She is, of course, a Critics' Choice Award nominee for her work as Sylvie on Loki. Please welcome Sophia DiMartino. Just a fantastic actor, an Academy Award nominated writer. Everyone wants the, Mobius as their wingman. Please welcome Owen Wilson. No, we have the producer of the show, an actor who's portrayed Loki over the course of 5 films, 15 years. His work across all mediums have earned him a Golden Globe Award and nominations from the SAG Awards, Tony Awards, and Emmy Awards. Please welcome Tom Hiddleston.
It's been the most magnificent, emotional roller coaster with so many twists and turns and so many peaks and valleys. And what I love about playing him is that and I said this to Owen when we first met for season 1, is that he has the whole range of the piano. He plays all the keys. He plays the light keys and he plays the heavy keys. But there was something I found, and I hope it transmits to you and to the audience, something very poetic and cathartic about his redemption. That we could find a place to land which would give him peace, but also allow him to accept his destiny and control it. And I think the theme of our 2 seasons has been about free will. Are we in control of our own lives? Can a leopard change his spots? Can Loki, who's been defined in other stories by being a villain, can he turn it around and become a hero? And so it's bittersweet and it's melancholy at the end, but I found it very moving and fulfilling.
Yeah, you were the most valuable resource of getting to the heart of Loki.
I think what I was kind of looking forward to coming back, I really love playing Mobius. I really like this character, and kind of his, crew cut mustache and suit, and just, doing the scenes with these guys and the kind of room that they gave us to kind of, come up with stuff, and that was always kind of exciting when you felt that you kind of contributed something or something that wasn't there, that you found kind of a little moment that then would kind of continue on.
Sophia, for you, were you excited about getting to work at McDonald's, or?
So at the end of series 1, Kevin Wright again sat me down. We literally just finished filming the final scene, the final shot. It was the finale. We'd all finished filming, and he said to me, "Where do you think Sylvie goes next? What do you think she does? What's her story?" And I was exhausted, obviously. We'd just done a whole series. I was like, wow, I just think she'd be really hungry. She's been on the run for so long. She's just killed this guy. She'd want a burger.
Really?
And that's my lesson in being careful what you say to producers.
No way.
Because before I know it, I'm wearing a 1982 McDonald's uniform.
Pretty good look.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. You know what? It was great to see Sylvie in a completely different world and to explore a new side of her vulnerability. It's the first time she's been able to attempt to live a normal, quiet human life. And that was really interesting to me, to explore how much of an outcast she really is and how challenging that is for her in a new way. And a new type of bravery for her to fight for that and to try and let people in and to try and trust. And I think ultimately she doesn't do it, and she doesn't manage, and you know, she loses everything again, and it's kind of tragic. But yeah, all of that was obviously a massive gift to play.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And we'd just been rehearsing that scene, do you remember? And Key had literally just arrived off the plane, and before going to his digs, stopped in at the studio just to say hello to people. And he came in towards the end of the rehearsal, and it was almost as we got to the page where we meet him. And Kevin went, do you want to have a go? And he went, yeah, okay. And he read it cold, do you remember? And stayed for 3 hours. And you started riffing on how long has it been since I've been down here, and it was instantaneous. The chemistry was immediate, and he was perfect. We share quite a similar taste in things and life. You know, we used to constantly be watching tennis and quoting and talking about scenes as over tennis. But we love playing Loki and Mobius when, in fact, they are in passionate disagreement about what to do next. They are this odd couple who have been thrown together to solve some pretty high-stakes problems. And Loki has one way of thinking, and Mobius has another way, and they disagree about it. And I think we loved playing those conflicts in a way. What was it you said? You said, like, in the World's Fair, you're more of an action guy. I'm more cerebral. I like to take my time, blend in, you know, sample a few snacks. That was the fun of it, because actually the scenes have real teeth.
Yes.
They're full of conflict, but in the playing of them, you can find the wit.
Find levity on set. Is it a fun place to be?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and the dynamic between Sylvie and Loki is full of, I mean, not so much humour in this second series, but it's just full of stuff to be able to play with as an actor. So you can, you know, use all of that. And Sylvie's sense of humour is heavily sarcastic. So there's a lot of, you know, eye rolls to be done.
Yeah.
Which is always fun.
Yeah.
Team Sylvie! Me
Is
too.
it ever hard for the three of you? Again, we're dealing with, you know, the biggest themes you can really deal with it in a series, but is it ever hard to not laugh on this set? I would think that sometimes with the three of you, it would be really challenging.
We laughed all the time, didn't we? It was a really happy set.
Who breaks the most? Who ruins the most scenes?
We're also quite professional, you know. Aren't we?
Maybe I should ask the directors, who breaks the most?
I think we do. We're like behind the monitor trying to not giggle, you know, and they're just doing it great. The sound guys are like, shut up.
It's like as directors, it's like, yeah, you know, you have like imposter syndrome, but for us, we also have, do we make too many bad jokes syndrome? Yeah.
A little bit kind of shaking hands, but it was more sort of the strangeness. So when I saw it, you know, I think it's emotional.
Very. And Tom, what was going through your mind at that point? I know you're a stage actor, but use the mic.
Sorry. It was a very emotional day, because it was the end of the journey for me, and also the very final moments. I played the scene in front of the team where I look back and wordlessly say goodbye. But then there was another day where I was on my own with Aaron and Justin and the crew, it was just walking up the steps and sitting on the chair alone. And I thought, how extraordinary that after all this time, 15 years of sharing so much of the journey with everybody, with so many people, with these guys, with my time in the MCU movies beforehand, the sort of poetic resolution that Loki is alone. And yet, He's doing it for them.
If this is the end, thank you for a beautiful finale. But hopefully we'll see you all soon.